Hello, Viking family, and welcome to Conversations with the Chancellor, a monthly series that takes you inside Elizabeth City State University like never before. I'm your host, Clay Mercer, and with me is the Chancellor of Elizabeth City State University, Dr. S. Keith Hargrove. Dr. Hargrove, welcome to your show.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited about this very first show and the opportunity to share what I would call the Chancellor's mindset, what the things that I think about every day, share it with the community, and just have a good discussion.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. I tell you, the first time that you and I connected was at the Juneteenth celebration that took place here in Pasquotank County, and I noticed you as you walked around speaking to all of the community members and alumni that were there, and it's just been, your first month or so here. Talk a little bit about how that connection has been with the community, and it seems like they've welcomed you with open arms.
Yeah, actually it's been pretty amazing. I come from a little small town in Alabama at my previous institution, and this town is very, very similar. Very welcoming, heartwarming as well. And as I was at that event, I met a lot of good people, stopped by just about all of the vendors as well. And I think that was also the first time I met the mayor and several other people on the council. And again, they were just extremely welcoming. I had a chance to introduce myself on the mic as well. I think that was probably also my first time really on the waterfront in the downtown area. And so, yes, it was a great experience. I would also say I was also down there for July 4th. They had some festivities down there.
Fireworks display.
Yeah, fireworks display. So, I'm really enjoying the community, interacting with the community, and just learning more about this great place, this great city, this great county, and more importantly, this great university as well.
As we talk about the community and how important it is to ECSU, we have a lot of great community members and community partners that ECSU works with, including some of the community colleges like COA as well as Wake Tech. You talked about the strengths that ECSU has, and you've seen them. Tell us a little bit about those strengths and how ECSU can enhance those strengths, and it just helps us lead to the success, the path that we're trying to get to.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to acknowledge the other colleges and universities in the city. Along with ECSU, we all have a responsibility, I believe, in providing quality education, not only to the community, but for students who enroll from all over the state and all over the country. But specifically, locally, our institutions play an important role in providing learning opportunities for the residents and engage in the community. I'm so excited about, as I lead this institution, I was just talking to our student affairs office. Do we have a community service day offered by the university? And we're in the process of planning that.
Nice.
A community service outreach day where our students as well as faculty and staff are engaged or doing something that benefits the community. I also see the university plan some kind of role in terms of economic development. How do we enhance and improve the quality of life of all the residents? And when I say quality of life, that's also lifestyle, which may be in the arts and activities, how we enjoy different events within the city, and then the role of the university and even job readiness or job preparation. I also want to encourage even our own students. Many of them look for jobs and opportunities, but I also want to challenge them to think about becoming entrepreneurs.
That's different, yes.
And as entrepreneurs, maybe even stay here and contribute to this great community from that perspective and open a business and support the growth of this area. So, again, all of our universities play a role. I think ECSU may have an even greater role with regard to its student population and the population of the city itself. If I recall, there are approximately 18 to 20,000 people in the area. And I just think the university can play an even greater role and supporting the residents to make this place a great place to live and to work.
Elizabeth City State University continues to grow, and the enrollment continues to grow, which is a beautiful thing. And for the people who have come on campus recently, they see new buildings, they see new construction, which is wonderful. But one of the things that you and I have spoke about at that Juneteenth celebration was not only the growth of the university, but young men and encouraging them to continue their education and go to college. Speak a little bit about why that is so important to you, to encourage that number to grow, especially when it comes to young males.
Yeah, well, the university has been really successful with 7 to 8 years of a continuous increases in enrollment. And as the new chancellor, I certainly want to put some things in place where that continues. We are roughly or teetering toward 2,300 students. I think we are on a pathway to be as high as 26 or 2,800. But as we move in that direction, we'll have a very diverse student population. And within that population are young men that are going to college. And in fact, unlike many HBCUs, ECSU has a population of more than 45% males. Now, typically that's unheard of for an HBCU, where the population is typically either 70-30 or 60-40. With that said, I think it's an opportunity for us to be strategic and intentional, not only recruiting that cohort or that population, but more importantly, getting them to graduate, to go in high demand, high need fields with the appropriate disciplines. And so I've talked with our student affairs, certainly talking with our academic programs to ensure that we have degree programs that prepare them for the workforce, have the necessary competencies to enter the workforce, and for that population as well as all the students to graduate and do some great things and have lively careers. Even for the graduates, it's also about graduating and preparing them for a better quality of life as well with that degree. And that could be going to graduate school and or going to the workforce or becoming an entrepreneur. That's an institutional commitment. That's an institutional priority that we will have about graduating students. And I think we're at a true point to continue to make that happen.
It's Conversations with the Chancellor on the WRVS 89.9 YouTube channel. Again, we thank you all for joining us. I'm Clay Mercer, and with me, obviously, is ECSU Chancellor Dr. S. Keith Hargrove. And you started your role as Chancellor back on June 15th. And when we had our conversation also, you talked about the importance of listening, and you were going to take a little bit of time to listen to the students, the faculty, the staff, the alumni, community members, just taking it all in. Speak on how beneficial that is, just really to listen, and how that can help as we continue this path for ECSU to move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I call that my LOL tour, not laugh out loud. But the opportunity to learn, observe, and listen. And I've been doing that the last 3 or so weeks by visiting different units of the campus, whether it's facilities or the academic units, and really listening, learning, and observing of the great things that the institution is doing. I don't have all the answers. I may think I do, but I believe it's the people, the faculty and staff, the people that work at Elizabeth City State University, some of the most incredible, creative, committed, dedicated, trustworthy people that are working at that institution. And so as I continue my LOL tour, it helps me gain perspective with regard to vision, setting priorities, and implement strategic initiatives to elevate the university to the next level. I'm interested in being recognized as one of the top 5 public HBCUs. What does that mean? Well, it definitely means with regard to student success, meaning graduation, having innovative academic programs, and a workplace where everyone believes in customer service. There's a level of trust, integrity that's demonstrated by the values that we practice every day. And so I just really believe that as Chancellor and the individuals that I'm meeting every day, and we get ready to roll out a roadmap, meaning strategic plan for the university, I'm so excited about the unlimited potential that we can have on students, but also this community.
You brought up strategic, you used that word, and you said about the strategic plan that I know some of the people who are watching have heard about before, but if we could delve into that a little bit more about how that process comes together and, you know, when we can see that strategic plan be released in the next few months here or so.
Yes, well, I want to give credit to all those involved in the strategic plan prior to me coming here. That's the campus community, even the previous leadership, former interim Chancellor Edmonds, and maybe even as far back, even beyond that. But there are a lot of stakeholders that have been involved in that strategic plan. And so we have a third party that has been guiding and leading that and getting feedback. And I think we're at a point where that document is ready to be rolled out in the next month or two. Wow. But I would also say, as the new chancellor, I've kind of embedded some priorities in that strategic plan as well. And I kind of alluded to them as well. And they're essentially three quick things, if I may.
Sure, please.
You know, student experience and success. For the students that are at our institution, what type of experience that they have inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom. I think both of those types of experience actually lead to graduation and retention as well. Secondly, that we are delivering innovative academic programs. I often say, you know, when you look at the top 10 degree granting, high paid degrees that are offered in the country, we're really fortunate enough because I think we offer 7 to 8 of those top 10. And so targeting those degree programs and disciplines is exactly what we want to do. We want to make sure that the degrees that are awarded lead to employment.
Yes.
And they are that are aligned to opportunities. Yeah. And that's important.
It is.
And I think the UNC system office expects us to do that, and we're committed to doing that as well. And then the last thing that may sound a little sappy, but you know, I really believe having a great place to work is key. Which is a function of values. You know, are we accountable to each other as well as to ourselves? Do we practice integrity, honesty? Is there a level of trust amongst us as we work? And I believe by practicing and demonstrating those values directly and indirectly lead to student success, meaning graduation. And for all the employees, whether you're a faculty, staff, groundskeeper, chancellor, or vice chancellor, with that level of commitment, I think we would be successful. I often say with this phrase, we're only as great as we allow ourselves to be. We're only as great as we allow ourselves to be. And that's really about creating a culture of support and making sure that our students are successful, they graduate, and we all really believe in the work that we do and we perform every day.
I love that. I love that. Listeners and everyone watching, if you want to see more about the strategic plan and anything for ECSU, the website is always available to you. ECSU.edu is the place to go. It's conversations with the chancellor, and as I talked about earlier, the university is growing. If you've been on campus recently, you see construction everywhere and road closures, but buildings buildings going up, new dorms, new cafeteria, and I know all of you are probably wondering, where are these projects going? When are they going to be completed? Hopefully the Chancellor can give us some information on not only the current projects, but maybe some of the renovations that are happening also on campus.
Yeah, well, I always say construction is a sign of progress. So wherever you go, whether it's a big city, and certainly if you go on any campus, you see construction, that's always a good thing. Yeah. It says that the institution has the support of the system office, in this case, the UNC system office, the Board of Governors, the president as well has made a decision to invest in the institution. And so we're super excited about our dining hall. I had a chance to walk through that yesterday, and I was totally impressed by the design and what I expect for the quality of food. And so shout out to all those involved in making that happen. But also living accommodations. So we got the the residence hall. So both of those are expected to be ready by the time school starts. Nice. And we have a group of construction and contractors that are working diligently to make sure that that is the case. Yes. And we're excited about both of those being ready. But there are some other buildings and facilities that are going through some modest renovations as well. We just want to create an institution and an infrastructure facilities to serve our students. Yes. Where they lay their head at night, or wherever they study, or wherever they go to take that class, and wherever they go to work in the lab to do experiments. We want to ensure that all of our facilities are top-notch and they enhance the learning process. And I think we have a commitment from the UNC system in doing that, but also a committed group of contractors and people on this campus to make sure that this institution have all the facilities that enhance learning, which is what we're all about.
Yeah. Well, the time for the students to return will be here before we know it. So we know that that's coming up very, very soon. Yes. Are there any other important dates, Chancellor, that the people who are watching and listeners need to know about as we continue to move forward, really to get into the fall of 2025? Yeah, well, there are several, but I'm also make this appeal to the community to participate in the events that are happening at the university. This is a call out to all the local residents, regional residents, to come and attend all the sports events, the upcoming football game, and all of those activities that the university is planning. But certainly, first and foremost, our classes begin on August the 18th. That's the first day of classes. And typically a week and a half before that is when all the students come in, what we typically call move-in day. Yes. And so you'll see a lot of traffic in the city and certainly on campus as students are moving in to get prepared for the first day. And then I would also follow up with the Down East Football Classic, September the 20th. I'm told that is like a game and attendance like no other. Rocky Mount will be a happening. Yes, and I can't wait for that. And as a graduate of an HBCU and have lived in the South most of my life, I can't tell you how many classic football games that I've gone to, from the Bayou Classic in New Orleans and to many others. I'm certainly looking forward to the Down East Classic as well. And then certainly homecoming. We're looking forward to all of our amazing alums to be there for homecoming in November. I believe the date is November the 8th. Excited about that, and want all our communities, partners, and stakeholders to be here for that. Let me also add that, I was very fortunate enough to speak to the National Alumni Association this past weekend. And those are some of the most loyal people I've ever met. And I had a chance to talk with them about their agenda. And I also appealed to them to increase their level of support to the university. So I certainly would like to
for all of those that either attended, graduated Elizabeth City State University, become a member, alumni member. I became a member. I'm not a graduate, but I'm a member of the Alumni Association. So become a member and be loyal and find a way to invest in our students. And it doesn't always have to be financial. Financial helps, but find a way to contribute to the university or serve in some kind of capacity as well. So I appeal to the alums. You're doing an amazing job, but we're looking forward to growing the relationship between myself, the executive leadership team, and the university with the alums as well. So those are the three most important dates come to mind. And again, we're appealing for all of those to participate and become engaged.
Wonderful times here at ECSU, and that's what Conversations with the Chancellor is here to do. On a monthly basis, we plan to be here to give you all of the important information at Elizabeth City State University. Chancellor Hargrove, thank you so much for making this happen. Looking forward to the next episode. And so much in store. So we're looking forward to seeing where ECSU goes during your era as Chancellor here at the university.
Thank you so much, and appreciate the opportunity.
For everyone here at the ECSU Department of Radio and Television Services, I'm Clay Mercer. This is Chancellor Hargrove. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you next time for Conversations with the Chancellor.
Viking Pride.